Why should you host a customer advisory board? It all comes down to what I call your big question. And for most companies, regardless of what industry you're in, what business you're in, your big question distills down to something like this. In order for us to maintain our leadership position and be relevant 3 years from now, what do you, our clients, our customers, think we should do? That's your big question. And in order to get answers to the big question, there's a whole host of other topics that is worthy of discussion with your best customers. Topics ranging from their trends and drivers, their business priorities, regulation, competition, brand image, a variety of things that are worth talking about, such that as the result of that conversation, you'll have a better idea of what your internal compass should be, where you should direct your company in order to be relevant 3 years from now. Let me give you an example. One company I had been working with asked me to interview their customers to see if we could validate the reasons why they chose to do business with this company. Now, to be sure, the company achieved some fabulous growth, and all signs were that these customers absolutely loved doing work with this company. So I reached out to them for a short pre-customer advisory board interview, chance to ask them about their business and why they liked and enjoyed doing work with the host company. The results of the interviews were astounding. Every company, every customer that I spoke with told me in their own way, "Mike, we love doing business with this company. They're great, they've got a great response team, they've got a great product. However, in the future, we're probably going to be doing less business with them." And when they said that, you could have heard a pin drop. So I said, "Now wait a minute, tell me a little bit more. You say you love working with this company. Why would you be thinking that you'd be doing less business with them in the future?" And each of them told me that there were elements of their business that were changing. The environment was changing. The technology landscape was changing. Something was changing that was causing them to rethink their whole supply chain, their operations format, such that some key decisions about what to outsource, what to insource, where to invest, was altering the landscape of how they're dealing with some of their best suppliers and vendors. The net result was, we love the company, but we're going to be doing less business with them. So I took that feedback to the executive team and said, you know what, let's think about what this really means. What are the implications of this? We decided to craft the entire agenda of our advisory board meeting to understand what was changing in the customer's world, so we had a better feeling on where they were making investments and what new types of problems or expectations they were looking to drive their business forward. This was huge. We conducted the advisory board, had a whole host of aha moments that came from the discussion, and 1 year later, none of these companies is doing any less business with the host company. In fact, the format of that relationship between the customer and the host company has changed so that the revenue generation to the host company has remained the same or increased. And this was all done, this was all found out because we had the advisory board meeting as our venue for discussing this very sensitive topic that we would have missed otherwise. So, to close out, the reason you want to host an advisory board meeting is to get clues as to how to maintain your leadership position and be relevant 3 years from now. And the advisory board is a perfect tool to help make sure that your business plans are in sync with where your customers are going.